Hello, my name is Rachel and welcome to our channel, Dragon Light Spirit. And we are going to do astrology today. I haven't done one of these videos in a while. I actually have quite a bit of experience as an astrologer, but I've been focusing on other things. Okay, so we are going to talk about the full moon just briefly because I am kind of late. I'm actually doing this video, recording this video on January 6th, which of course the full moon now is in the sign of Cancer. But I did want to mention it. We're going to talk more about the astrology that's going on here in January, but I did want to mention the full moon. It is in its natural home. The moon rules the sign Cancer. So that in itself is quite special. The moon has come home. And so there is the potential here for us, the opportunity to feel a sense of coziness, feel a sense of warmth about our homes, about our mothers, about our families, and also, really getting into our intuition and what do we feel about things. Cancer is quite deep. It likes to look at, the sign of Cancer likes to look at feelings. That kind of energy is around us right now. Really feeling our feelings and expressing that, and expressing it in whatever way is comfortable for us. The other aspect that's really cool right now is here's the full moon in Cancer. It is trine Neptune in Pisces. So Neptune in Pisces is also home. Neptune is the natural ruler of the sign of Pisces. So there's a lovely trine. This is a very positive aspect. And this again is very watery, very fluid, a lot of emotion, but because of the Neptune, it adds a kind of dreaminess. A dreaminess, maybe an interest in fantasy, maybe getting in touch with the elementals, the dragons, the unicorns, angels. That's all very connected to that deeper part of Neptune. So there's really a comfort there, a real simpatico. So a feeling of, really this is a great time to do that, to get in touch with the elementals. And the other aspect that stands out here is that it is opposite the Mercury. Excuse me, there. Mercury in Capricorn. So the moon is in opposition of Mercury. This is not a brilliant time for communication. The moon and Mercury have very different energy, very different ways of expression, right? And they're in opposition, so they're on opposite ends of the coin, okay? And the other thing on top of this is that Mercury is in retrograde right now. So not a great time for communication anyway. So what we can use this aspect for, and this energy is going to be, we're going to be feeling this before the full moon and a little bit after. We usually feel this. So even though I'm doing this on January 6th, you're going to be feeling this energy. And so one of the ways to direct it is toward home, food, expressing yourself through food, maybe cooking somebody dinner, cooking a nice lunch for somebody, expressing yourself through nurturing, through things of the home, maybe doing some crafts. This is a great time to do some knitting, some crafting, things that are cozy, homely activities. And what that will do is kind of ease the tension there with Mercury being in the sign of Capricorn, which is kind of all business, right? So it will kind of ease that energy. And so that's a great way to utilize this aspect. So that's all I wanted to really say about the moon. There is actually quite a few shifts happening, some really beautiful shifts happening One of them is on January 4th, which was a few days ago. Venus moved out of earthy Capricorn and into airy Aquarius. So very different energy there in our expression of love, romance, the divine feminine within us. We're shifting now from that earthiness of Capricorn and being practical and grounded into reaching for the stars and really analyzing what we want in a relationship, or being able to communicate more in our relationships and express, what it is that we want. Aquarius is also a masculine sign. It is of the masculine energy. So they are able to be assertive, and express, hey, this is what I want. And also looking at in ways that are unusual, different, right? Because Aquarius is about that as well. So that's January 4th. January 6th, we have the full moon in Cancer. We talked about that. January 9th, Lilith down here has shifted, will shift, on January 9th from the sign of Cancer into the sign of Leo. So this is also, it's a subtle, not everybody's in tune with Lilith, but it is one of the healing asteroids. And so there is a lot of richness that can be found there. You can look up Lilith and the meaning of Lilith, but it's shifting now to the sign of Leo. So it is going to be moving away from kind of, that wateriness of Cancer into Leo. So more forward moving, more progressive. Leo's a fire sign, so it's all about burning away anything that's holding us back. So that's going to be the aspect of healing that's going to be coming in. That's January 9th. January 13th, we've got Mars in Gemini going direct. Finally, it's been retrograde for quite a while. And so that's down here, Mars in Gemini. It's going direct. And so that is going to, anything that's, been holding us back and taking action. And, with the retrograde, it's been like about review, right? It's always, retrogrades are always about reviewing something, kind of having to go back over something. And now it's going to be going direct, so it's going to be moving forward, and Mars really likes that, because Mars is of the planet of action. It's the divine masculine expression, so it's all about taking action, moving forward, progressing. And so it's going to be direct there on the 13th. Then on January 19th, Mercury in Capricorn over here. Our Mercury in Capricorn. This will also be going direct. Yay! I know a lot of people are going to be relieved about that, me included. So yes, Mercury is going to be going direct on the 19th. Then the Sun on the 21st of January, the Sun's going to be moving from Capricorn into the sign of Aquarius. So the Venus will also be in Aquarius. So there's going to be some lovely feeling of compatibility, getting along with others, harmony, maybe some celebrations, maybe a bit of romance. So that's potentially there. Then on January 23rd, Uranus in Taurus is moving, is going direct. So that's, let's see, where is that? That's down here. Uranus in Taurus going direct. Now, it also has been retrograde for quite some while. Now, we don't always feel this on a personal level, but you will definitely see this shift in the world around you. This is a huge shift. This planet has been affecting much of the times that we're going through right now. There's a lot of upheaval of systems that have been in place, practical things, and it's kind of ground to a halt while it was in retrograde motion. You know, people having to go back over things, medical things as well, discoveries, but most of it having to do with the earth, because Taurus is really all about the earth, right? And a lot of shifts and changes happening. Now it's moving, it's going direct there on the 23rd. So we're going to start seeing some more earth events, okay? Bigger earth events occurring, and that can take many, many different forms. But it is ultimately, Uranus is all about moving us forward into the future. So everything that's occurring is what needs to occur. That's something we need to remember. Then on January 28th, Venus moves out of the sign of Aquarius and into the beautiful, watery, dreamy Pisces. And it will be connecting with Neptune at some point. Probably more towards February, it'll be connecting with the Neptune. So it's going to bring that dreaminess back into our love life and romance, but we do have to watch for the fog, which Neptune can cause, right? So that's something to keep in mind for February. The aspects that are really stood out to me, January 4th, Venus moving into Aquarius. It is going to be trining the Mars in Gemini. The Mars in Gemini going direct on January 13th. So there's this beautiful trine energy, which we're not going to feel maybe so much until it goes direct, and it's not a long lasting aspect. It runs from January 4th through to about the 18th, 19th of January. But when it goes direct on the 13th, there's this lovely feeling of love being in balance, because you've got Venus, divine feminine, we've got Mars, divine masculine, and they're trine, so they're happy. There's a way, there's an opening for real communication. And also potentially this is when people might meet someone, okay, because love is in balance, okay. We're in balance with ourselves, we're in balance in our love, divine feminine, divine masculine, in balance. Okay, and then also January 4th, that Venus in Aquarius is also going to be sextiling, which is a nice, positive, friendly aspect. It's going to be sextiling Jupiter over here in the sign of Aries. So it's going to be sextiling that. It's a nice, friendly aspect. And it's about fun and play and flirtiness. This aspect from January 4th through to about the 13th, 14th of January. So again, not a long-lasting aspect, but it will bring us some celebrations, perhaps some flirty times, maybe. Finding some people to flirt with doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be long-lasting for those of you who are single, but there does that element of fun, humor. And this is also can be quite a lucky time, so maybe good time to buy a lottery ticket. So the main key words here are expansion, and these energies of fun, play, humor, luck, flirtiness. This, you can extend this past this point. In other words, that energy can keep going, depending on what you decide to utilize with this aspect, right? So it is because Jupiter is expansion, because it's an expansive planet, it's the biggest one, that energy can keep going, okay? So like a ripple in a pond, okay? Okay, and then lastly, I'm going to mention January 1st through February 8th. Mercury in Capricorn is going to be trining, where it is right now. Currently, it is trining. So we've got Mercury up here. We've got Uranus down here. It's going to be trining Uranus. And this, you're going to feel it more when Mercury goes direct on the 19th. And then it's really going to come in on the 23rd when Uranus goes direct. So this aspect is going to become quite important as we go further and further into the month. And what is it about? It's about forward movement. It's about progress. It's about progress in practical matters. So matters to do with the home. Maybe people have been waiting to buy a home, and it's been, the mortgage has been, it's been just this nightmare, of red tape and, stops and starts. And so that's just an example, because when these two planets go direct and because they're trining, it's positive. It's going to be like whoosh, the energy is going to start moving. Okay, so moving forward on moving home, buying home, getting leases sorted out for the home, maybe getting that new washing machine for the home, construction, anything to do with the home, also to do with finances and contracts, so that motion, also moving forward. Maybe there's been a lot of blocks, delays, that sort of thing. These two being happy together, trine, positive, and once they both go direct, so that's the 19th, Mercury goes direct, 23rd, Uranus goes direct. This aspect will be in play until about February 8th. So this will be good time to get that promotion, to get, the finances kind of flowing again, things resolving. And because it's Uranus, it's going to be there's going to be an element of the unexpected, and but very, very positive. So that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I always love reading your comments. So thank you so much. Take care.